In today's video tip of the day, I want to cover some mistakes that I see a lot of people making on behind the back cable curls. Now, most Gym Army members know that the behind the back cable curl is my signature move for building a bigger biceps peak. That's due to the positioning of the arm in relationship to the torso. Now, when you bring the arm behind the body like this and perform a curl, it stretches the long head of the biceps. Now, you can watch my other videos where I cover this, but the biceps peak is made up of that long head. And I've demonstrated this by showing you the two heads in the bicep. This is your inner head or short head. This is your long head or outer head, but you'll see, you can see this is all outer head right here when I flex my arm. This is short head here. All this up here is long head. So when you bring the arm behind the body, it stretches the long head because the long head attaches higher on the shoulder joint compared to the short head. So when you bring the arm back, you stretch only the long head, not the short head. When you stretch a muscle, it can contract stronger with more force. So that long head becomes the prime muscle group to move during the behind the back curl. Now both heads are still working, but bringing the arm behind the body allows a little more emphasis on that long head. Like I said, more emphasis on that long head, the bigger you can build that biceps peak. Now here's a problem I see when most people do the behind the back cable curl, and it has to do with the position of their torso, not the arm. Now as I said, to do this exercise properly, you want to stand upright with the arm behind the body. Now the arm stays behind the body. So if you see someone doing this, that's not how to do the behind the back curl because they're bringing the arm forward and then curling up, and so you're losing the stretch on that long head. Now it just becomes a regular cable curl. It's the first problem. The other problem is the torso position. Instead of moving the arm, what happens is they lean forward. So they lean really forward. Now if you look at my arm, when I'm doing it this way, I'm leaning forward. My arm is more parallel now with my arm, which means it's basically just straight down. You're losing that stretch on the arm. So you don't want to lean forward when you're doing the behind the back cable curl. Not only do you want to make sure that arm stays behind the body, but you want to make sure your torso stays upright. So focus on keeping your chest up and out while you do the behind the back cable curl. It'll help keep your torso upright, help you to maintain better stretch on that long head, and build a bigger biceps peak. After all, who doesn't want a bigger biceps peak? So have someone analyze your form when you're doing behind the back cable curls. Make sure you're not doing those two mistakes that I see happening, which is going to take emphasis off that long head, and it's going to minimize the development you can get on your peak. So give that a try. Next time you do behind the back cable curls, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Let me know how you're liking it. And as always, guys, stay Gym Army strong.